accused in the case belongs to Samajwadi Party and is a close aide of Faizabad MP Avdesh Prasad. Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav has said that DNA tests should be done to know the real culprit. He has also added that if the test fails, then the officials must be probed. The BJP has accused the Samajwadi Party of questioning the victim and shielding their party leader only for vote bank politics. They have questioned the silence of Samajwadi Party allies like Congress, even the Trinamool Congress. And amid the political slugfest, it's the victim who is at the receiving end. Is politics undermining the probe? And will the victim get justice? That's the big question that we'll be probing tonight.
रेप के आरोपी मोहित खान की बेकरी को जमींदोज कर दिया गया है। सीएम योगी ने जो रेप की जो पीड़िता थी उसके परिजनों को आश्वासन दिया था कि सख्त कार्रवाई करेंगे।
इनोसेंट को फंसाया न जाए और इसको और अच्छा आने के लिए डीएनए टेस्ट लगा लिया जाए।
मैं सभी पार्टी से अपील करूंगा, अत्याचारी का कोई जाति नहीं होता है, उसका साथ न दे और ऐसे अत्याचारियों के खिलाफ मैं समाजवादी पार्टी में उसके कार्यालय जाकर धरना दूंगा।
क्या अखिलेश जी, आपने जब आप सत्ता में सीएम रहे तो कितने लोगों के डीएनए टेस्ट कराने के उपरांत उन पर कार्रवाई करने का काम किया था? ऐसा काम नहीं करना चाहिए, एक संदेश देना चाहिए, अपराधी अपराधी।
All right, let me introduce my esteemed panelists today. I'm joined in by Ms. Anila Singh, who's a spokesperson for the Bharatiya Janata Party, Mr. Ashish Chaturvedi, who's the leader of Samajwadi Party, also joined in by Ms. Pooja Tripathi, who's a spokesperson of the Congress Party, and Mr. Arvind Kumar Jain, who's a former DGP of Uttar Pradesh. Many thanks to you, gentlemen and ladies, for joining in. Ashish, if I could begin with you, since the Samajwadi Party is currently in the dock, लड़के तो लड़के होते हैं, उनसे गलतियां तो हो ही जाती हैं। जो वृद्धावस्था में हैं, अब उनसे भी गलतियां हो रही हैं।
Very small request that if you could just prefix my name with Major Ashish.
All right, Major.
I think I won't that.
Sure, Major.
Small request. This was a statement made by Mulayam Singh. He is no longer in party. He is no longer there. In fact, the party is headed by Akhilesh Yadav, who at that point of time also didn't agree with him. And as of today, yes, I think it's a very unfortunate incident, and the culprit should be and must be tried, severely punished. We stand with that. I think the BJP is trying to, just score political brownies over here just because the accused is from Samajwadi Party. The difference between us and the BJP is that we will never side with him, unlike the BJP, which in past has, when its MPs and MLAs have been found guilty, even then has turned a blind eye and in fact tried to suppress those asking for justice. Whereas we will not do any such thing. Only thing which we have, or the Samajwadi Party has said, that you just, probe the matter rightly and then do the needful. That is all what we are asking for. There's nothing else. We are.
Major Chaturvedi, the question is, you are saying that the BJP wants to score brownie points. We'll get into that whataboutery. But what about when journalists come asking Akhilesh, when he was the CM, about the law and order situation? He asks if the journalist feels safe in the state or not, and that such incidents happen in Rajasthan, they happen in Gujarat. So you cannot really say that Akhilesh Yadav disagreed with his father and that the ideology has really changed. Because we see history cheaters and criminals are now part of your party. They continue to be part of your party because this very accused Mohit Khan has a criminal background.
Let me correct you here. As per the data with the Election Commission, in the previous Vidhan Sabha Uttar Pradesh, there were a total of 126 MLAs who had criminal proceedings against them. Because we know any person contesting election has to disclose this kind of information to the Election Commission. And out of those 126, 113 belonged to Bharatiya Janata Party.
All right. So are you saying that Mohit Khan has no forgery charges against him or any charges of land grabbing? I'm talking about Mohit Khan.
They might be. See, I'm not aware of his other criminal charges. I'm not aware of that. There might be. Then he should be tried. Yes, of course. If there are, you should try it. Of course. We will not say that just because he's from Samajwadi Party that you should not try him or you should not punish him. Yes,
Chaturvedi, you should have studied his criminal antecedents before defending him. Let me quickly bring in Anila. Anila, we talk about, is this not insult to injury? I'm running short of time, Major. I've given you enough time to make your point. Anila, is this not...
that you're defending him. You're not defending him. Please don't quote that. You're not defending him.
Is that why the complaint says, let me read out the complaint. With the intention of killing the rape victim, Mohammad Rashid, along with Jai Singh and an unknown person, reached near the room of Women's District Hospital at 11 PM on Thursday, August 1st. And they entered the victim's house and threatened her. Rashid is also a leader of the Samajwadi Party, as is Jai Singh. What explains that radio silence, Major Chaturvedi?
Are you asking me?
Yes, I just read out the complaint. You also have two other criminals who are part of your party, Jai Singh and Mohammad Rashid, who were threatening the father of that minor to not file any complaint.
If they have, then
and they are both Samajwadi Party leaders. So it's not just Mohit Khan. Let me quickly bring in Anila. Anila, the fact of the matter is that by asking for a DNA testing, this is only leading to further insult to injury over here. Because you are not only asking for a DNA test, you are also questioning who, in fact, you're questioning the claims being made by that minor girl who belongs to the OBC class.
My Ram Ram to all. राम की नगरी में ये दुष्कर्म हुआ है. अयोध्या नगरी में शक्ति का शील भंग हो, बलात्कार हुआ है, तो रावण की सेना को दुष्परिणाम जो है वो तो भोगने पड़ेंगे. तो जो उनकी सेना है, रावण की सेना है, वो अलग अलग तथ्य जो है निकाल कर लेकर आ रही है, झूठ. But I have to say one thing here. In Uttar Pradesh, government is headed by Yogi Adityanath, a politician who has dedicated his life for Uttar Pradesh. And let me tell very clearly here to Samajwadi Party spokesperson, sir, your national president had audacity to say that DNA test should be done. If DNA test has to be done, that has to be decided by the judge of the POCSO court. Because she's a minor girl. She's a minor girl who was lured, who was raped again by Mohit Khan and his gang. And then she got pregnant. And today, what I see is Akhilesh Yadav ji is demanding DNA test. He is standing with this monster. Kya matlab hai? I am so shocked. I am so shocked. I am mother of a daughter. So I can very well understand the pain.
All right.
Agony with which the mother of that girl is going through. And what I see, because of the vote bank politics, one political party is advocating for the monster who is very, very close to the member of parliament of Ayodhya. What is this? I am not going to do any politics on it, but as a mother, I am going to advocate very strongly that earliest judgment should be given, and Mohit Khan plus his gang should be given life term. And I'm appalled, I am ashamed that a senior politician like Akhilesh Yadav ji has demanded DNA test. He is becoming judge himself. He has crossed all the lines by giving this statement.
All right. You know,
this shows the mentality of Samaj.
It's not what Mohit Khan has done is not just an insult to Samajwadi Party, but it's also an insult upon every voter who cast that vote for the Samajwadi Party or for the Ayodhya MP Avdesh Prasad. But let me bring our Congress spokesperson Pooja Tripathi also over there. Pooja, the fact of the matter remains that you've joined hands with a party that has criminal antecedents, is a party of goons, and Priyanka Gandhi, who talks about ladki hoon, lad sakti hoon, is silent today.
Did Priyanka Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi or any of our senior leadership said that they stand with the accused? Did they? They never did that. Did we campaign for them? No, we did not say that. And when you say, you know, we have... but
when you are silent, your silence is also misconstrued or either interpreted as the fact that you are with them, you're standing with them.
As heinous as this, a crime as severe as this person should be, you know, there should be a speedy trial. And I'll correct Anilaji, he should not be a life imprisonment, he should be hanged till death. And that I'm saying, as a very responsible politician, there should be no politics on this. There should be no voucher-vouchery on this. And something as heinous as this should be, you know, investigated thoroughly, should be taken to speedy trial and should be given a complete closure. But when you say Congress is silent, nowhere we are saying that we are with the accused. And when you say that we are in alliance,
and nowhere have you heard a Priyanka Gandhi or a Rahul Gandhi speak up on this issue. In the parliament, he's talking about a caste survey, but what happens when a minor from the OBC community is gang raped? He's silent.
So, I'm exactly asking, are we standing with the accused? Somewhere somebody said ki nahi.
Your silence means that you are standing. Speak up.
Never did that. I think
it's not just about you, Pooja, speaking up.
When you brought in Avdesh ji, when you brought in the Ayodhya MP, I think he has also gone on record and say that, you know, the strictest punishment should be awarded and there should be the victim, the gang rape survivor should be given proper reimbursement. So nowhere we are standing with the accused. And let me be very clear, when it comes to criminal activities, 94 of the 240 BJP MPs have serious criminal records. So don't make this general statement that we are in alliance with the goons. Everyone has a criminal record and 94 of 240 their MPs have a criminal record in this Lok Sabha session. So I'm not going to that. And when I say strictest punishment, I think everybody echoes it, everybody says it. But they should not be select. I am saying ki when you are sending bulldozer to raise properties of Mohit Khan, very well done. When will you send bulldozer on the houses of Kunal Pandey, Sakshan Patil and Abhishek Chauhan who gang raped in IIT BHU girl? We never saw any outrage from BJP. They were from the BJP IT cell. So when an accused, a very serious accused, and he is an accused, he is a criminal, I have no second qualms on that. But don't make Samajwadi Party the party of rapists.
Wow.
As somebody from BJP
Pooja Tripathi, it's very ironical that just 2 minutes ago you said that let's not make this discussion about whataboutery. Let's steer clear of whataboutery. You are ending on a note of whataboutery. I have Mr. Arvind Kumar Jain very patiently awaiting his turn. I will come to you, Pooja. Please hold your horses. Mr. Jain, thank you so much for very patiently awaiting your turn. But having said that, the fact of the matter remains that the Bhadarsa police station, it's been alleged that since the year 2012 was also operating on the property of Mohit Khan. A. B. It took 30 hours to file that police complaint. Why so, and who is in fact to be blamed?
Bhadarsa outpost. Police station is Pura Kalandar. SHO Pura Kalandar, in charge outpost of Bhadarsa. They have been placed under suspension. A few others also have been suspended. Investigation is on. It is correct that outpost of Bhadarsa was operating from the property of Mohit Khan.
Yes.
Action is being taken as per revenue records. Whatever encroachments are there, whatever the properties which he has, because he's a local mafia. He has criminal antecedents. And people of Bhadarsa, they used to fear him. Now they are coming out openly after this incident because action has been taken by the police. Now they are submitting complaints at police station and outposts. So all the properties which he has grabbed, a pond, illegally grabbed part of pond, that has been razed to the ground, and other properties also, his multiplex, etc. They are being looked into, and action will be taken if it is found that they have been constructed on Gram Samaj
But Mr.
land.
Jain, the question is this not too little too late? How are they able to operate on such a goon's property since the year 2012? And in fact, reports are also indicating that soon when this entire matter came to the surface, the police station was shifted overnight. Who's responsible?
You are absolutely correct. Action should have been taken against such people who have encroached on government land, and through hooligans, through criminals, through mafia elements. Action should have been taken. Action is being taken in several cases in Uttar Pradesh. And one thing I have noticed, if a person commits a very gruesome crime, a very heinous crime, inquiry is immediately ordered regarding his properties, and whichever properties are found to be illegally constructed, they are demolished. Otherwise, notice is issued. If a map is not sanctioned, and then other measures are taken. Action should have been taken against this man, because there are other complaints also of his
Right.
links with several women, and several women have complained against this man.
Anila Singh, the need for timely action, should that also not be the UP government's responsibility? Because the Chief Minister has constantly been very emphatic and vehement about how crime has been brought under control under the BJP regime ever since he came to power from the year 2017. But why does that need for bulldozer justice arise?
See, bulldozer raises illegal construction. All those who raise this question by saying, okay, this person has been accused for this particular crime.
Yes.
That is why his illegal construction is being bulldozed. It is not like
right,
that.
But we all know that in this case and in several other cases, all this raising is done only when a complaint comes to the forefront.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you on this point. Because whenever a person is accused, that person comes in limelight, then everything related to that person is being kept under the magnifying glass. And all the illegalities which had been done by him or her, they are definitely, the government takes the cognizance of it, and the proper action is taken against all the illegalities. This Uttar Pradesh is infested by illegal constructions, by encroachments, because political parties like Samajwadi Party and BSP, they encouraged such activities because they used to have their own share. They encouraged it. Yogi Adityanath ji since 2017 has been trying continuously to cleanse the system. But it is going to take time, because Uttar Pradesh is not a state, it is a country in itself.
All right.
With the population of 25 crore.
And
to say one thing here, I just want to
add
go
ahead.
Because we are discussing about a small kid who was being raped time and again, the torture. So I just have to say, Major Chaturvedi ji and Ms. Tripathi ji, perhaps you are not able to understand the pain of this poor little OBC child. That is why I'm shocked, I'm appalled the way Congress party's spokesperson just now talked about the whole case. Very conveniently, Dimple Yadav ji and Priyanka Vadra ji, when it suits to their politics, they go and visit the victim's house. And if it doesn't suit their politics, they just keep themselves aside. And then Akhilesh Yadav ji comes up and says, "Arey DNA test to karao, kya pata, ye ladki jhoot bol rahi hai ya sach bol rahi hai."
Major Chaturvedi, how would you like to respond to that? But before, in fact, I'd like you to come up with the rebuttal and then I'll pose my question.
I think firstly, we need to understand this, that we are no way siding with the accused. We also want that, yes, justice should be given. But we also
if you
want
are
that
not fighting with the accused, it's very sanitized. It's a very sanitized version on air. But I just read the police complaint. 2 members of your party, Mohammad Rashid Khan and Jai Singh, are part of the criminal intimidation tactic that was used.
I've heard that. You've read that. You read that already. I've heard that.
So you're very much standing with the accused.
No, we are not standing. That is your version. This is not our version.
Then why hasn't action been taken against Mohammad Rashid Khan and Jai Singh as well?
It will be, but what will we do? We will chuck them out of the party. That is all which we'll do. That will not give justice to them. Okay, for that the trial has to be firstly sent to this fast track court. It has to be sent there. As of now, I don't think it has been sent to the fast track court. It has to be sent there. Firstly, to ensure. Secondly, ensure proper medical treatment to this girl for her rehabilitation, her social and make better. I don't know what arrangements the government has done so far, so that she can be rehabilitated properly. Now, coming to that, this is not the only rape. As I told you, the National Crime Record Bureau says that every 3 hours there's a rape in Uttar Pradesh. There's so many victims. There's so many cases where we want that justice should be given to all of them. But when it comes to somebody involved from the BJP, people, spokesperson, everyone goes silent. They're just trying to ignore it. You'll never hear anything from them when it comes to their own party. It only applies when somebody who's accused is related to Samajwadi Party. Then you're talking, okay, this should be done, this should be done. Why is this one silent? But what about when your own party MLAs or MPs get accused? Then you go silent on that. Then you're not a mother anymore of a daughter. Then you're not, because then you will not say anything. Then you will not do anything about it. Why is that? That shows double standard, because justice has to be given to every victim, not just a victim who the accused is from the opposition.
From Prajapati to Anup Sanda, where has justice been given to all those people who have been abused by Samajwadi Party politicians? But having said that, I'm running short of time. Major Chaturvedi, I quickly want to ask you, Akhilesh Yadav says that let's not politicize this rape incident. At the same time, Avdesh Prasad says that Yogi Adityanath is politicizing this matter. He's making it a Hindu-Muslim case soon after that demolition drive against Mohit Khan's bakery took place. Who is politicizing the matter? Is this a matter about Hindu-Muslim?
No, it is not at all. But unfortunately, the BJP
Please go tell Avdesh Prasad, and thank you for so simply, in fact, answering that question. Pooja Tripathi, I want to bring you in on this aspect as far as all these allegations that keep coming in. The fact of the matter remains that Rahul Gandhi, as a leader of opposition, has maintained his stance on caste survey. Is it not imperative on the leader of opposition today to take a stand to openly condemn the rape of a minor who belongs to the OBC community?
I'm sure, Akansha, as far as I know the leader, that is Rahul Gandhi, I'm sure he'll speak on it. He's right now visiting Wayanad. He's right now with the people who have been involved in tragedy, some 290 people, and I'm sure he'll speak on it. And again, I'm answering this to Anila ji.
He's very vocal on X. Just perhaps one tweet condemning that incident.
It's not Akansha, that as in Congress party, as a member of Congress party, I'm very sure we stand nowhere with the people you're supporting the crimes against women, and we have always fought against it. And irrespective of the political boundaries, we have demanded justice, we have fought for justice, and we'll do the same.
All right. Let me close with the thoughts of Mr. Arvind Kumar Jain. Mr. Jain, Yogi Adityanath has talked about how there has been an increase in the number of convictions since the year 2017. He's also talked about how the number that has been convicted under POCSO has increased. Those, in fact, who are also sentenced to death have increased, the ones who are charged for rape and murder. The fact of the matter remains that we are seeing a sudden spike when it comes to crime in Uttar Pradesh. What is the need of the hour?
I don't think there is any spike. There have been incidents that UP has a population of 25 crores and incidents keep on taking place. It cannot be a crime-free society. UP has always been very criminal area, especially West UP and parts of UP, you can say. So these are normal crimes which keep on taking place. Rape is there, then one murder was there. Gomti
Mr. Jain, let's not call them such heinous, hateful, abominable crimes as normal crimes. I know you've spent enough years in the administration, but for us, it is still not normal.
No, I know it's a very gruesome crime. It's a very gruesome crime, this incident, which has, I have been SSP Ayodhya. I have been IG of that area for 4 years. I know it's a very gruesome crime. But I am just saying that rapes take place in UP. There are murders also. Eve teasing is there. But very stern action is being taken.
All
I
right.
have been
I'm afraid I'm running short of time, but perhaps it's also yet another wake-up call for the UP Chief Minister. Many thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in on this discussion on the Super Saturday debate. And with that, it's a quick wrap from my end. Thank you so much for watching.
Running and a lot more rescue workers, a lot more heavy equipment now being moved. Also, it's easier to get people or even injured or even dead bodies from Mundakai to the nearest town in Kalpetta and ensure that they kind of get whatever help that's required. So rescue operation will now slowly be transferred to the civil administration in the next day or two.
We are at Mundakai in Wayanad, where the terrible tragedy has taken so many lives. The rescue operations are on right now. We can see that the Hitachi is being brought here, and they're actually searching for remains. If people are still stuck there, the remains of the people, many Hitachis have been brought here, and they are searching for this. Now, while the search operation is going on, there are many people who are here, relatives, their loved ones are missing. They are here in the hope of at least knowing what has happened to their family. One such person is Sunil. His mother, his brother and sister's daughter went missing. They received the body of the sister's daughter. On the day the landslide happened, the bridge was completely washed away, but Sunil, along with his cousin brother, came here. I mean, he said they came through the small roads which they know interior. They came here tying ropes. Somehow he reached this place. Now behind in that area, that is where his house is. He says that it's like if you pour water in a bucket on a sand, how it will be, that there will be nothing left. That was the condition of his house. Next to that was his uncle's house. That house has also been completely damaged, and he said the first thing when he was frenetically calling his loved ones, their mobiles were ringing. He reached that house. There at that house he called them, but still they were not, only the mobile was ringing. So that's when they went in and searched. They saw a hand.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.